Hello everybody, Jackson here from the Wealth Squad. Today we'll be talking about trading indicators to use when looking at a stock chart. This is not a stock chart, this is Bitcoin, but we're just going to use this as a general guide as to what to look for and how to use these certain things I'm going to show you today. First off is the 50-day moving average. Now this is this dark blue line, and you can see it kind of acts as a support and resistance line. Now you can see right here, this is on the year chart, where it acts as a support, and then another time support, and then right here where it broke through, it tried to go back to the line, right? It tried to at least bounce off of it. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, but that's what the chart tells us, right? Is it's kind of attracted to the line. A necessary breakthrough like this is usually a telling sign that it's going to go and continue that way. So you can see right here, it tried to go back, it failed, eventually it went back, just stayed around it, right? Then broke below it, then eventually broke through it, and now we're on that support once again. You can see we are bouncing off of it as we speak. Now, besides that, we use the 100-day moving average. And the moving average just means the, the sum of all past 100 days, or if we're using the 50-50 days. That's all it means, right? If it's the closing prices of the last 100 or 50 days, and it's an average. Because if this goes down, obviously, and it stays down, the price average will be lower, meaning the moving average will fall. 100-day moving average, you could see, is not touched as often, right? If I put a 200-day here, you'll see it's touched a lot less as well. You can see it bounced off, broke through, then it tried to, break through once again and fell and broke through again, bounced off, and we're not touching that, thankfully. That's at 40, almost flat, 40,000, but we are bouncing off that 50-day. Now, when you change this, your actual time frame, the lines change. So you can see we bounced off that 50-day on the 5-year chart. On the year-to-date chart, can't really see them. Oh, so they do change with every time frame you choose. They look different, right? Because they are. So besides that, we use the RSI. Now the RSI is simply the relative strength index. I didn't mean simply, that's what the meaning is, but how to use it is below 30. That's a sign to buy, all right? And above 70, that's a sign to sell, but you can't take that literally. You have to provide some context, right? Now 0, that means it really can't go lower, it's going to go higher. Or 100, it's going to go lower. When it's 70 or 30, it could go lower than that or higher than that, right? That's the thing you have to realize, is when things are 89, it might not be too much upside ahead. But when things are 46 or 50, it's a 50-50, right? It could go either way. Now, only use this for when it's over bearish or over bullish, right? In this case, you could see when it's above the 70 line, when it's around 80 to 90, or I'm sorry, just around 80, you can see it's a time to sell. But when it's approaching the 30, you can see it's time to buy. That's literally just exactly what it means. So definitely use the RSI as well, and that kind of changes. You can see back when Bitcoin was 38, it was very, very high, and then it slightly recovered, and then went to 63, and it was still very, very high, and we've had that dip since then. Now it's looking to trend up, and that's a good thing for everyone that holds Bitcoin. But you could also see on the 5-year chart that back in November, December of 2018, that it almost was at the 30 mark, and that's a good sign to buy. Just use that for future reference. RSI is a good indicator of when to buy, when to sell. If it's getting hot, maybe take some profit. If it's getting really low, maybe, add. And then lastly, of course, is support and resistance lines that you put by yourself. These were given to us using the moving averages, but these we actually manually input. So it's actually very easy to do this. You can see this line is from when Bitcoin was 20K back in 2018, late 2017, and the line still means something to us. Oh, didn't mean to do that. You can see the line still meant something to us back when Bitcoin was approaching that 20K mark. It passed through it, thankfully, but it still stopped and thought to itself, right? Am I going to go up or down after this? Because it's a big mark to jump after. And then from there, we mainly put our own, since it was new price territory, it hasn't been there before. You can see this one is a telling one, hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Now, and when it bounces like that, then it's definitely a good line to place. Here's another one. I wouldn't count that as a hit. Really, it just broke through. That's a hit because it bounced right back to it. 2, 3, 4. Now that one says 4, and then this one, of course, is the highest it has been, so that's obviously going to be a mark. But besides that, you could also use trend lines, which is also like support and resistance. For example, if I wanted to, I could probably do, maybe not. You know what I mean, though. Just like trend lines like that, where it's like, okay, it could keep going that way, right? Or something like that, where it's projected to keep going in that range, and that's drawn by trend lines. So that's the video, right? Just talking about support, resistance, moving averages, trend lines, RSI, indicators to know and use when looking at a stock, or of course crypto chart. Doesn't really matter what chart you look at. It matters what indicators you use and how you could apply them, if you can at all. So that's the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.